So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We are going to talk about Joao Felix. Simeone has had enough. He's snapped. He wants him gone. He wants to go and buy a striker. He needs the money. We have to get rid of him to get a striker. Alvaro Morata stinking out. Atleti. But there we go. Anyway, listen, we are going to talk about the latest updates on Joao Felix. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you share the content around. Drop your donations in via the thanks option. Sub to the channel as well. Less than 100 subs from 75k. Big up to all of you lot, man. Appreciate it. And sub to the second channel. Lee React is in the description. And I will be back again about 3:30 in the morning UK time. And then I'll be back again around 11 o'clock UK time tomorrow morning as well. So plenty of content to come. And looking forward to the game on Monday away to Oxford, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. But for now, Talk Sport reporter Anil Kandola, is that person reliable? Nobody cares because everyone will talk about it and say yes, it's true anyway. According to Talk Sport reporter Anil Kandola, Diego Simeone is becoming increasingly irritated with the Atleti board, as he has made it clear for some time he wants Felix to leave. Simeone wants the deal to be in place quickly so that he can invest the funds in a new striker during the January transfer window. Whilst Felix was in the Portugal's squad for the World Cup, 23-year-old showed his talent and free-flowing attack. His comments indicated that he is currently not enjoying his football in Spain. He said during the World Cup, the way of playing with Portugal and then the club is different. When the conditions are favourable, things go better. That was to Sport TV whilst he was in Qatar. This came after the Atleti CEO, Miguel Angel Gil Marin, my Spaniel is excelente, provided an update on Felix's future, which will certainly boost the number of clubs. Marin said Joao Felix is has top level, but because of his relationship with Simeone and game time, we feel it makes sense to consider potential bids to sell him. Now, listen to that. Sell him, right? At the moment, this was back in, December that comment came out. At the moment, everyone's talking about a loan move. We're looking at a loan move. We've registered our interest with the player. George Mendes is talking to the Atleti board to try and get that fee down. Manchester United have registered their interest as well. We know all of this. But I think where the stumbling block with this player is they want to get maximum money. And I think that I'm not sure they're too open to selling him. So I take that of a pinch of salt, if I'm honest. If they were open to selling him, all the stories that would have been coming out would be saying with an option to buy him, with an obligation to buy. None of the stories that I've seen have had that in it. So as much as I don't believe half the crap that comes out of these journalists' mouths, you would think that at least one of them would say option, obligation. There's none of that talk at the moment. And I find that weird because maybe that is what the stumbling block is. For me personally, 20 mil, 18 mil on a loan fee for 6 months. If we win the title, it's worth every single penny. But a lot of people are saying it's too much. I get that. There's no option to buy him, no obligation to buy him. Why would you do that for a 5-6 month period? I kind of understand that. But at the same time, if Atleti are desperate to sell him, and the CEO has said that, if Simeone don't want him and he's getting irritated and the player don't want to be there, what's the issue here? I find it highly unlikely that this player will be there at the end of the transfer window. So what is the issue? What is the stumbling block? There's obviously something. Maybe Manchester United have got other targets they're looking at. Maybe we're looking at Mudryk over this guy, putting all of our eggs into the Mudryk basket. I don't know, but there's something that don't add up with this deal at the moment. People will say it's the money side of it. Cool. It is a lot of money for a 5-6 month loan move. But like I said, if you're going to win the title off of the back of signing him, and let's be real, he's light years clear of Eddie Nketiah. And not only that, he is a super talented footballer. So when Jesus comes back in, there's a way of getting both of them in the team together. And it makes us technically better. It makes us stronger as a starting 11 when Jesus isn't there. And it makes us even better when Jesus comes back. So I personally think it's a no-brainer. But I would like to buy the player. And maybe that is the problem. Maybe that is the issue. And if everyone is in the same mindset of the ownership or CEO of Atleti, Simeone and the player, and they all want out, they all want him gone, he wants gone, then what is the issue? What are we dealing with? Are we talking about potential obligation to buy and that's not been leaked yet? We're talking about an option to buy, but the price is too high and stuff like that. Maybe that's what the issue is here, because this is not going to get done quickly. Yeah, and I'm shocked it ain't going to get done quickly. But like I said, maybe there is a stumbling block that we ain't been privy to yet, because for a player of his talent and the caliber of player he could go on to be, I find it baffling that we ain't even signed him yet. We're going all down this route of Mudryk. And now we're sitting there registered in our interest. George Mendes, the agent, is sitting there trying to get the price down on the loan fee. Arsenal and Man United have both registered their interest and they've both got the money to be able to do this. So I find it really, really strange. But let me continue with the article. Neither Arsenal or United are willing to meet Atleti's current 16 million loan demand package, but both clubs know that it could provide a huge addition to their respective squads, which is what I just said. Simeone's demands will come as a major boost to both clubs, as the Atleti boss puts pressure on the club's board to lower their asking price and allow Felix to leave swiftly. Obviously, he wants to go and buy a replacement. He's got Alvaro Morata and Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann is quality. Alvaro Morata isn't. And if you take Felix out the squad, they're going to have to replace Felix. And listen, we're currently sat here on the 7th of Jan, at 3:30 in the afternoon, as I record this, Spanish time. They're not getting rid of him within the next week. That deal is not going to happen in the next week. So now they're going into the last 2 weeks of the transfer window. In the last 2 weeks, clubs become a little bit more desperate. They become a little bit more, okay, F it, let's just do it. And Simeone, from what we've seen of the guy over the years, I don't think he is that type of person. I just think he wants to get stuff done, get his team together, and just get out on the pitch and start playing football again, stinking out the Wanda Metropolitana. But listen, don't get it twisted. He is going to get what he wants because he is God at Atleti. This player will be gone. I'm adamant he's leaving in this window, but it's where he goes and it's how much he goes and what the package is. Me personally, if we're going to go and do 80 mil, 75 mil on Mudryk, just do that plus the loan. Job done. We'll pay you 60, 70 million in the summer over the next X amount of years, but we'll give you the 21 mil you want now or the 18 mil, whatever it may be in euros. But in the summer, the money we were going to look to pay on Mudryk, we'll do it on you. Because this guy's levels clear at Mudryk. I'm sorry, I don't want to break Arsenal hearts and all that. And I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans today now suddenly going off of Mudryk. Oh, why is that? But you've gassed him up for 8 months. Why are you suddenly going off? But now they're focusing their attention to Felix. And it makes me laugh because this lot don't know what they want. They just go with the flow. Now the stories are cooling over Mudryk. And like I did a video about Evan and Ndika earlier. Go and check that video out. Now the clips are doing the rounds of him. Oh, yes, let's sign him. This lot are absolutely tapped. Yeah, you've got to read between the lines here. Is the player going to come in and elevate the starting 11? Well, Joao Felix would. Because I personally think he gets in the starting 11, especially if Jesus is injured. You can play him as a false 9. You can play him as a number 10. You can play him as a striker. He's that good, he could probably play in midfield. He could play where Odegaard's playing, who's not really a number 10, is he? So I think that's a no-brainer. When you're looking at Mudryk, Mudryk can only play in one position, and that is left wing, stroke left forward. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. It's left forward to me. But he can only play one position. So when you're looking at versatility, which is the buzzword of the season, Joao Felix is a no-brainer. Go and negotiate, and if Arsenal are watching this, go and negotiate a deal to get Joao Felix. And not just get him on loan, have the obligation or the option to sign him in the summer. The boy will elevate us to a title. I'm adamant of that. And if we win the title, that 21 million loan fee or 18 million, whatever it is, nobody's going to be crying about it. I don't know why people are crying about it anyway. It ain't our money. Yeah. 80 million for a 21-year-old unproven kid in Ukraine. That just seems dumb to me. Have we not learned our lesson and had our fingers burnt one too many times? I think that looks dumb. But if they want to spend it. Cool. We'll see what he's made of. But I don't think they will. And that is why I think they're wasting time when we could be going and getting this deal done and have this player in. Yeah, by the North London derby or the Manchester United game. So go and get it done, Arsenal. Leave your comments, thoughts and feelings down below. Like I said, I'll be back again about 4 o'clock in the morning UK time with another video. We're going to be talking about Mudryk. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And then I'll be back again about 11 a.m. UK time. We're going to be talking about Hervin Lozano, the Mudryk option, the backup dancer. Yeah, FIFA players are like that because he's super quick. But anyway, stick your donations down below with the thanks option. Subscribe to the second channel, Lee Reacts. Subscribe to this channel, get it to 75k people. And make sure you stick a thumbs up and share the content. We're out of here. Adios, amigos.